the bus stop chicane. Oh, okay, and we got a spin. What's he gonna do? Okay, wow, alright. How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be reacting / passing on my judgment to the Racing Stewards subreddit over on Reddit. I sort of frequent this place because I find it interesting to look at other people's crashes, and not just my crashes, and decide whether on who is innocent and who should go on holiday, as it were. So yeah, let's just get straight into it. Okay, so here we are on the subreddit. Now, just a quick disclaimer, these are the first time I am watching these clips, so I have not seen any of these before. I haven't already made a judgment, so I'm going to be going in completely fresh, and we're going to be looking at the top incidences from this month, so August. So yeah, let's get straight in with it with the first question from Ranchy7576 says, who is at fault? I'm the red and white car. So I assume we're the onboard car here. Kemmel straight at Puon. He's gonna come to the top, gonna go pull left into Lacom. Round the outside. Ooh, and that's a bad hit there. Blue car came across. But we're gonna get a look from another angle. Here we are. So, top down, he pulls left. And blue car is there and just drifts out. Okay, that's quite interesting. So, we're going to take it back slightly. I already know whose fault this is on. This is on the... It's on the blue car here. Because he's defending to the inside. And we can just pause it here. And he's drifted out pretty substantially. And you can see that's just ended in contact. The red and white car, at this point of the corner, he's not going out any wider. The blue and white car was firmly on the apex, and the blue car's gone too deep on the brakes on the way into the corner and has just drifted out at the point of contact. Like, the blue car should be aiming to aim round this curb here, and he hasn't done that, and he's skidded left and collided with the red and white car. So, controversial opinion, but yeah, first clip I'm gonna say is on the blue and black car on the inside, and Ranchy, I don't think, can be attributed blame to that accident. So, next clip. Okay, so we got a different clip here. So this is from Bonbon on Gran Turismo, who says, was the pink Porsche's defense acceptable here? So it's Spa again. I'm going to turn that down slightly to there, so I can hear myself. Okay, so we've got the pink Porsche on the left. This is going down the first straight at Spa. Porsche goes to the inside. That's a fair move. Renault on the left. Porsche is sort of parking it on the apex, but it's okay so far. And the Renault is going to get the drive down the hill towards Oruz and Radeon. Still in the slipstream. This should be flat. It is flat. Cutting the corner there slightly, but we'll let that slide. Now, this is where it's probably going to get interesting. It's tucking into the slipstream. The Porsche's made his one move. He cannot move now. He's made that one move. Porsche sort of jinks back, but it's okay. Bit of contact there. Renault's going to go round the outside. Still round the outside. A little bit of contact. And Porsche's going to drive into the back of us. Is that it? We're through. Yes, that is it. Okay, so we're going to go back here. So the bulk of his question, it just comes from here. I will go back to the start, though. So this moment in La Source, this is completely fine. He's ahead. He's allowed to dictate the pace going to the apex, and he's in front. He's slowed right down to a crawl, but he is allowed to do that. He's in front. So La Source is okay. I'm going to skip ahead up to Lacom. Now, the important bit here is, how many times does he move in a straight line? Because people tend to, I see it all the time, they weave around everywhere to try and break the slipstream, as they say. But we'll see how many moves he makes. So here's his one move. He's moved once. He's staying on his line. He's then going to come back. Yes, okay. So crucially, here, we're going to go back slightly. the Renault looks left to try and get up the inside, pulls back, and then he does it again, and the Porsche has reacted to that pulling left by the Renault. If we go here, here he goes, pulls out now, and there is your reaction from the Porsche. So the fact that they get through the corner, there's a little bit of a banging door, but that's okay because it's GT racing, in my opinion. But the fact that they've gotten through the corner, okay, and there's not been any major accident, I think that makes it okay. But in the future, this Porsche is going to have to be very careful about moving under braking and reacting to a move, because he was very good in sticking to his line on the right, but he reacted in the braking zone, and we saw that with Max Verstappen and Lando Norris in Austria this year. So it's a bit borderline. In this scenario, it's okay because nothing bad has resulted from it, and it wasn't too major. But the pink Porsche would want to watch out for that in the future. So on to the next one. Okay, so here we are with another clip. So this is Scalian Disaster 70, and he asks, is this legal ... So looks like this is Le Mans Ultimate at Spa once again. So let's see what we have here. Into the bus stop chicane. Oh, okay, and we got a spin. What's he gonna do? Okay, wow, alright. Just driving backwards down the front straight. And that's it. Okay. So this is quite interesting. This is not legal at all. There is no way in hell any racing league, division, whatever, is allowing this to happen. This is dangerous driving. It's dangerous driving. 2, it's reversing on track, and it's just causing a danger to other people on the circuit. The only possible way I could even consider this being legal is if this is the final corner of the race and he was doing it to get over the finish line. Even in that case, it's still massively illegal. But yeah, that's the only reason I would see a need to do this. And we don't see how this ends, but if he's done a J-turn at the end of the straight, that makes it even more illegal. But his question is this legal? No way. Not in a million years. This is not legal. So that was, yeah, that was a pretty easy one to judge. So we'll go load up another clip. Okay, so here we are with our first iRacing. Sorry, not our first iRacing, but another iRacing clip. From Able Contribution 601. He says, the Porsche DM'd me, look in your mirrors, you stupid moron. So, choice words from the Porsche, we'll see what happens here. So this is at Virginia International Raceway, so we'll see. BMW in front, Porsche behind. Oh, okay. And, yeah, wow, big hit there for both cars. Interesting. So I can, from just watching that, I can already tell you that this is a racing incident. And the reason for it is, if we look at the point of contact, which is right here, I'm going to zoom in, the cars aren't touching. They are not touching at all. So this is down to iRacing's netcode. And for any of my viewers who don't know what netcode is, it's the system which games have in place to predict where each car is when online connections are pinging off one another. And here in this case, the software has made a mistake and has pinged the BMW to be further towards the Porsche than what is shown on screen. So when an incident happens because of netcode, you can't really assign blame to anybody because it's no one's fault. It's just a gap in the connection which leads to an unfortunate crash. But I will say the Porsche does not need to be DMing the BMW, that sort of thing. And one thing I will say, and I'm guilty of this, do not start going off in the game chat until you watch the replay, because there's a 50-50 chance you're in the wrong as well. So, yeah, this one's down to netcode. It's a racing incident. Can't do anything because it's just a hole in the connection. But watch the replay before you go accuse people, because it usually ends bad. So here we are with another one by Plop My Slop, that's an interesting name, on Assetto Corsa Competizione. He says, this guy tried to blame me for the crash. I am the red BMW. So here we are with the Macca's BMW here. So we're going to play it. No audio on this clip, unfortunately, but we'll see. So this is at Monza going round Curva Grande. BMW in front. Into Variante Alta. We're going to see what happens. BMW goes up the inside. Goes off the track. No contact just yet. Macca's BMW is going to come back through. Oh, there's contact. That's a big accident as well. That's 4 cars involved. Okay, interesting. So we're going to go back slightly. Just to the chicane. So, first bit I want to talk about here. Sim Racing BMW has got up the inside. It's a bit borderline because he's coming very, very deep on the brakes and he's missed the corner. But the red BMW has done very well to get out of it. So nothing particularly wrong with what happened in Variante Alta. Then we're going to keep going. Now this is where the contact happens, and we only have one POV. But I'm going to firmly say this is on the blue and white BMW, because we can see here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to reference where the red car is with the white line on the edge of the track. We see he comes out of the corner, but at the point of the contact, which is about here, he's going perfectly parallel to the white line, so he's not changing his position. Whereas we see with the blue and white BMW, he's moved to the left, and there's contact, and they've both gone around, and that's a big crash. Okay, so here we have another one from the Monster Bull. He says, genuinely curious if purple, I'm in the wrong for this incident. So these are the two cars in question. We've got the purple car here. Let's see what happens. This is at VIR again. So coming onto the main straight. Slipstreaming behind the white car. Pulls to the right. He's made a move. He's made another move. This is already on the white car. On the grass now, but he's made it through just about. Sticking to the racing line. Leaving plenty of space on the left into the corner. And he's still in front. He's going to switch back, and yeah, the white car just drives through him. Okay, so this is 100% on the white and black car, but there's two things I have to pick with this incident. So first is the actual incident itself, is the point of contact. We can see we've left in the space on the inside, but because we're on the inside, we have to take, as the purple car, we have to take a slower line because we're on a shallower line, and that means we need to go slower to actually make the corner and still leave the guy on the left enough room. We do that, we slow down to take the apex, and the white car behind needs to accept the fact that the purple is coming off a shallower line and therefore will be going slower. But as we come out of the corner, he completely disregards that and just drives into the back of it. There's a rule with racing, which is always, it's up to the passing car, it's up to the car behind to pass safely, and that's exactly what's happened in this situation. Green car wasn't either, he wasn't paying attention, or he's just a bit silly and hasn't taken into account the fact that the purple car is slower off the corner and has just driven into the back. But the other thing I want to pick out, and it goes back to what happened with the Renault, with the green Renault and the pink Porsche clip from earlier, is what happened on the straight. Purple car is behind, he pulls right, green car makes a move to defend. This is reactionary, this is already not allowed, so he's already in the wrong, and then he's come back instantly. This is a big, big no-no in racing, and in my eyes, if I was a steward in this race, that would probably already be a big warning for the green, white, and black car. And I'd basically say if that is not on, and if you do that again, you're going to get a penalty, because you cannot move more than once on the straight, because that's how the big accidents happen. So I'll play it one more time. Here we are, he pulls right, plenty of space, pulls once, and then moves again. Not on, no way. And then even goes on the grass. He doesn't leave him much space here, but we can let this slide because nothing really happened. But yeah, so both things I had to pick, white and black car, definitely at fault. another incident from FFINers on F1 23, who says, "Am I wrong for taking the apex after he cut the chicane?" Okay, so let's take a look. So this is at Canada, turn 1, lap 1. Got the McLaren alongside into turn 4. Oh, and there's contact there. That's tricky with only one angle, but we'll have a look. Oh no, perfect, we got another angle. So into turn 4, into the chicane. And yeah, there's contact there. Okay, so I'm going to go back. I'm going to show you guys what I think. So I think that this is on the McLaren on the inside X Luca _ skill. Because what I believe here is, if you look into the corner, this is at the point of entry. Yes, the McLaren did not leave a lot of room. He didn't leave a lot of room, which is debatable. But the other McLaren is on the he's off the track. He's in between the white line and the grass. He's actually partly on the grass to try and make the move, and there's contact. And I'm just going to go back to see what the leading McLaren does in terms of turning in. So yeah, so I'm actually going to put this down to a racing incident. McLaren on the right, as in the McLaren who spun off, should not be there. He shouldn't be on the inside of the chicane, completely off the racing surface. But then again, the leading McLaren has, as in FFINers, he's turned in for the corner as if the McLaren isn't there. Is not there. So, it's lap 1. Sorry. It's lap 1. The McLaren on the inside went off the track, and the other guy turned in like he wasn't there, so I'm putting this down to a racing incident, because they were both a bit silly. But yeah, watch your goddamn mirrors, for God's sake. Okay, so here we have another clip. So, from Officer Stormy, who says the BMW, I assumed, oh, the BMW blamed, okay, yeah, so the BMW here blamed me, the Audi, which is this guy here, for this fault. So, right, let's take a look. Into the corner. This is at the Nürburgring. Oh, and quarter panel to quarter panel. That's interesting. Gonna get another look. Yeah, okay. Got one more look here. Yeah, alright. I can tell you immediately who's at fault for this. Just gonna go back to here. This is on the Audi. Oh, this is on Officer Stormy. And I'm gonna tell you why. This is quite interesting. So, at the point of turn-in, which is at the 50 ward, the Audi, he's like, he has a better run on the BMW because of the slipstream coming off the straight, but he's not really alongside. I'm sure the Audi in this case would have said, I was alongside and you need to leave me space. Not necessarily. We can see here that his front tyre is lined up with the BMW's rear tyre. And that is not alongside. If you're going to go for one of these moves, you really need to, like, lunge in there and get alongside. Because if you hesitate like the Audi has done here, it's always going to end like this. Front fender to rear quarter panel. So, yeah. BMW blamed the Audi. Rightly so. This is on the Audi. He was too hesitant on the way in, and it's just a silly accident, really. So, my tip for this one, if you're going to make an overtake, really lunge up the inside, because if you just hesitate, this is always how it's going to end, is in silly little contact like this. So yeah, so pretty clear cut. That one's on the Audi. Okay, so here we have another one. This is at Spa again, from Garrison Durrell. Says, what do I, Tindercar, do here? This is him here. Happens to me all the time. Every race I'm in the top 5 or top 10, and something like this happens in my race. It's over. Alright, so let's take a look. Into the bus stop chicane, turning in for the corner, and yeah, contact again, just like the Audi incident previously. Interesting. Yeah, I already know who this is on. This is on the black, I'm gonna say Ferrari behind. Looks like Ferrari. This looks like Ferrari Challenge. Yeah, it is a carbon copy of the Audi and BMW in the previous clip. Way too late on the brakes, too hesitant. At this point, where he is here, he should already be backing out of it. He's on the curb, he's fully out of it, and he's gone in, and once again it's front fender to rear quarter panel. That's just done. Clear cut. That's on the black base Pro Shops Ferrari. Mr. Garrison, he did nothing wrong. Okay, so here we are with another one from Young Bull 618. Says, the yellow car, was blamed for causing this. Thoughts? Interesting. Okay, so I assume he used this yellow car with the POV. Here he is. So, down towards O'Roos and Radion. Into O'Roos. He's alongside still. Okay, interesting. And, wow, yeah, big accident resulting from it. So, I'm going to take one more look. Just so I can finalise my thoughts. Point of contact. Yeah, okay, alright. So, this one, I would say, is on the blue and black F4 car here. And I'm going to tell you why. The reason is, as we go through O'Roos, we're side by side. Yes, we're not as side by side as what some people would like, but we're definitely there. And the blue and black car spotter would be getting on the radio and saying, car on the right. And we get to the apex. It's rear to front wheel again, sort of similar to the Audi one, which I said was the Audi's fault, but in this case, I'm going to contradict that and say it's on the blue and black car, because as we actually go up Radion, he's still there, and the blue and black car has just sort of swept across and taken us out. We see it a lot in all forms of racing, really, from Le Mans to GT to F1, where people go up O'Roos and they just don't quite see the car on the inside, they swipe across, and it results in an accident like this. So, yeah, on the blue, it's 50-50 for sure, but definitely on the blue and black car for not leaving the space going up Radion. So, yeah, guilty blue and black car. Okay, alright, so here we go. So this will be the final clip of the video. We're going to see what happens here. So, from Suzuka_Shark, I'm the Corvette here. I just had the biggest crash I've ever had on iRacing. Was this down to a lack of spatial awareness from the BMW, or did I not leave enough room? Okay, so we've got Corvette in the middle here. Final turn at Catalunya. He's got the apex, he's fully ahead. BMW goes off the circuit. And contact, and they're both around. Big accident. Yeah, okay, so... Oh, sorry, guys. So, yeah, this is firmly, I believe, on the BMW, because we go into the corner. At the apex, the Corvette is fully ahead. The BMW is not there whatsoever. He's not even alongside. So this is Corvette's corner. He gets to do whatever the hell he likes on corner exit. We get to the corner exit. And the BMW has a little look around the outside, but he's still not alongside. Is now, if you're going to be super harsh, he is now off the racing surface. He's beyond the white line with all four wheels, and he is now off the circuit. They go down the straight. I'm, again, like with the BMWs in Monza, I'm looking at the white line. Corvette doesn't change his line. He's still moving in parallel to the white line. BMW comes back on the track and clips that rear panel, and round they both go, and both dead. Both out of the race on the spot, no question. So yeah, this is on the BMW, and it's one of these things, I see them a lot. It's these lazy sort of half rejoins where people go off the track, not intentionally, but in doing so they get a better exit, and they just drive through people. When he's off the track here, we can see him here, he needs to be getting out of it, not braking, but he needs to be lifting off and rejoining the racing surface safely. He goes off the track here. What he actually does is he keeps his foot absolutely planted, comes back onto the track, either not paying attention or whatever, but just drives through the Corvette, and off they both go. So yeah, so this last clip, actually he did say here, Suzuka, he did say, was this down to a lack of spatial awareness? Yes, 100%. BMW wasn't paying attention. I don't think he realised how long his car was, and bad rejoin driving straight through the Corvette. So this is firmly on the BMW. Watch how you rejoin. I see it all too much, and it happens to me all the time. These silly half rejoins where people just drive through you because they get a better exit and they don't want to give that up. So yeah, so firmly on the BMW for this one. and I'll see you guys in a second. Okay, well that concludes this video. Thank you everybody for watching. Had a lot of fun making this. I like going on Sim Racing Stewards. I just like to see how other people race and how stupid some people are, really. But hopefully you all enjoyed. If you want me to continue this series, just leave a comment and I'll continue it in the future. Like and or dislike, it gives me good feedback. And make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care. Have an awesome day, everybody.